right, before we get started in the interview, I just want to give a shout out to all my music, just fanatics and connoisseurs that just love the stories behind the arts and just love the root ideas and just where the art and ideas originated. Okay, that's why I love doing these interviews, going to the source, getting the stories from the source. Okay, there's no better way of chopping it about art than the person that created the idea. So I hope y'all enjoy this. Let's get right into it. You said you're at a gig right now?
No, it's an event. So a friend of mine is showing a bunch of like short films, and
Okay.
my girlfriend, who also is a singer, she's featured in it. And it was supposed to start like earlier. Now they're like just starting now. So I was just like, I'm just gonna step outside and do this interview, and then I'll just come back inside. So
Hell yeah.
what's up, man? It's great to meet you. I really appreciate the love on the tracks for real.
Absolutely, bro. I just when I stumbled upon, I'm the type of person when I hear one good song,
Mm.
catalog immediately. So
Man,
I'm
well,
like,
appreciate that.
and yeah, and like when I'm going through it, I'm like, oh, he's been doing this shit for a minute. So
Trying, man. Yeah, slowly but surely, for sure.
actually moving through your catalog, like as I was listening to the songs, I hear a lot of different sounds and feelings. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So from like central R&B to songs like Ease Your Mind and Cherry Wine to funk, with Short D
Yeah.
and LBD. And then you even got like some house feels, with Chase Williams on Check My Style,
Oh
which is
yeah.
honestly
Yeah.
one of my favorite. So like where does that versatility and like genre bending nature of your sound stem from?
Ooh, that's a great question. I mean, so I was actually like with my parents, I was raised more in like rock music, I guess. And then towards like middle school and high school is when I started diving into like soul, and I found like, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Teddy Pendergrass, like all like the old soul records, funk records. And then I think like I don't really want to be in one category, I guess if that makes sense. Like I want to be able to, like you said, like genre bend, but in a way that is authentic, I guess, to like what I'm trying to do. Like, cause I love a mixture of like that nostalgia with like the, I guess, modern sound. That's why I love like artists like Lucky Day. I think he's an amazing one who did that on his first record and his last record. Leon Thomas is another one. Victoria Monet, Aaron Ray. I could go on. Like, there's a lot,
That's
man.
my guy, Aaron Ray. Yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah,
bro. He's sick, bro. He's
hell,
dope.
that's fire. And I'm the same way. Like I played sports growing up, baseball. I played baseball in college, so
Oh, nice.
yeah. And I hated being boxed in. I was
Yeah.
always like a pitcher and a position player. And when they tried to make me just a pitcher, I was garbage. Like because it was just different. I was just used to doing both. So like I
Yeah.
definitely understand like having that, gene. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I think it's the same with like we're not supposed to be one type of person. So like why would we be the one type of musician, one type of artist? I think it's genres have always been kind of like a weird thing for me. But I mean, I definitely gravitate more towards like an R&B, soul, funk, pop side, I guess,
Yeah,
if I had to
exactly.
pick.
Yeah, it's weird, especially nowadays
Oh
with
yeah,
TikTok and everything. Everybody's trying to just compartmentalize, and it's like I'm fucking
exactly.
everything. Like keep that shit away.
Yeah, for real, man. I feel like it can sometimes like hinder someone's creativity when they're trying to stay like within a certain box, especially like with TikTok, like trying to like just make virality. Like I think that's the difference between, I guess, some of my like later goals is like I'm not looking for virality. I'm looking for like it's cliche, but just legacy. I want to make things that's gonna last and like last before I'm like last after I'm gone. Like I don't want just a little moment and then dip.
Exactly. Let's talk about the stacks and the background vocals. I'm a huge
Oh man,
advocate. I'm in show choir, so I'm huge on just like the acapella and everything like that. So, and you have some of the best I've ever heard. And I listen to a lot of fucking music.
dang man, thank you. That means a lot.
So like what actually off topic, Maida, through the night, I seen you did the open verse challenge.
Oh yeah, wow, I forgot I did that. Yeah, I did do that.
And she actually went to my high school,
Did she?
Indianapolis, yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
very small world. But
She was on The Voice with a few of my friends when she was on like a few years ago.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
hard, bro. Shout
yeah,
out to her.
man.
doing her
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
but
she's tough, bro.
like overly.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to, crafting a record, like what comes first for you? Instrumentation, lyrics, mumble melodies, like
I would say lately it's definitely like instrumentation. I work a lot with this guy named Frank Rose. He's the one who helped produce Sure Thing, Ease Your Mind, like pretty much all the records that like he's insane. I don't know if you know who Kenyon Dixon is.
oh, overly.
Okay,
Overly.
so
I yeah.
so Frank did the majority of uh Kenyon, not last album, but the one before
Yeah,
that and the one
closer.
before that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Closer. He did a lot on Closer. He did a lot on that EP, but he wasn't on. I don't. I think he did a couple on the Terrence Martin record. I think I'd have to ask him again. But he lives here, and I've been working with him a lot. He's actually we're about to wrap up my EP, which we're hopefully scheduled to drop in March. There's been
Yeah.
like a few like contractual manager label things kind of happening, so I'm trying to figure out all that stuff, which is always really fun. But to answer your question, lately it's definitely been like the music. It usually starts with drums and a bass line. That's where everything starts. That's where Sure Thing started. Like my friend Tyna, he played the that part, and then it just
Oh yeah.
I was like, I don't know what that is, but I know it's something, and then we built on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's fire. And
Yeah, bro.
it's crazy because some people like they can't even fucking touch the music until they have something written.
I'm just the complete opposite. I think a lot of the time, like the music will actually sort of not dictate what I write, but it definitely like I feel like every song, if it's done well, like has like a theme or it has like there's already a visual within the song, and it's
Yeah.
just kind of like bringing it out. Like I'm opposite. Like writing sometimes is like the last thing. It's usually the instrumentation, the hook for the melody, or like I'll have like the concept of what the hook is, and then like the verses are like the last thing I write usually.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
hard though.
way it's way backwards for most people.
That's fire. I love it because
Yeah,
I'm
man.
I'm kind of the same way. Like it's Sonics first.
Always,
I
bro.
need I need the sounds. I need this
I need it to sound good before I can write.
exactly. Like that shit is yeah, 100%. That's
Yeah.
fire. First, how did Friday go?
Friday. What was Friday?
You had
Oh, the gig?
yeah.
It was good. So there's a speakeasy here. Oh, it's not. It's like a private club here in Nashville called Electric Jane.
Okay.
And I basically like have just gotten like a residency. And they told me that they didn't need me there. And then like an hour or two before, they're like, "No, actually, we do need you to come in." And I was like, "Shit." So I like called my guitarist. I was like, or my keyboardist. I was like, "Yo, can like you come now?" He's like, "Yeah, I can leave mine and come to yours." And like we literally just play for like an hour or two, and I just kind of it's like a very intimate bar vibe. It's really chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. It was a good time.
That's hard. That's
Yeah, man.
hard. I mean, because I when I am prepping for these interviews, I do a lot of research. So like
Appreciate it.
I was
That's most
watching,
than more people. So
yeah, I'm already knowing they just be, oh, what's your inspiration? Like, fuck out of here.
God, fuck out of here with that shit, man.
But
You're like,
it's
you don't
like
care.
so like I was watching some of your live performance and open mics, and one thing I noticed was just like you're just polished when it comes to, your stage presence, mannerisms, movements,
Thank you,
expression.
bro.
Like, and is that something that, you just have a knack for, or is this something that you had to try a little harder to cultivate?
I would say I definitely had to try for it for a while because I think for a long time I overperformed, thinking that that was sort of what to do. And then I would watch some of my favorite artists on stage and be like, oh, they're literally just like almost just like chilling. Like some of my favorite artists are the ones that like aren't really like doing any like crazy choreography. Like they're just if it's they can make like an intimate vibe, even if it's in a stadium, like they can make it feel like you're just like right there. And I guess that's kind of how I am. But it's funny because people have told me like, yo, sometimes when you talk to the crowd, like it's almost like too conversational. And I was like, that's such a weird
Fuck
thing
that.
because I'm like, I mean, I feel like that's what it should be. Like, I don't want to be like, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so like it just feels I don't know. I think the thing that I just really try to chase now with especially with live performing is just authenticity. Like I don't really have like a script of what I'm saying in between sets. Like I'll just kind of I'll talk if I want to talk, and if not, like we'll just move on to the next song. which
Yeah.
I get notes about that from my girlfriend because he's also a performer. She's like, you should talk more. I'm like, not much to say. I just like I let the music, do what it does.
And that's I like that it's not scripted. It's because it
Yeah,
becomes performative. Like
exactly. And that's something I hate, man. I've learned that about myself is like in any aspect, like I can't stand when people are like performative. Like,
me neither.
yeah, it really bothers me.
Just as humans, as creatives, like I just
Yeah. I think it comes from like years and years of being like an extreme people pleaser. And like I'd say like the last maybe like last 2 years, like I've really just been like, no, if I'm in like a bad mood or like if I'm in whatever, like I'm gonna show up how I am. And if you have an issue with that, that really has nothing to do with me.
nothing at all.
Yeah, I've kind of learned that, and it's kind of like giving me this sort of like strength in that like I'm at peace with myself in a lot of ways. And people sometimes like because I'm usually a very like quiet person. Like right now, this event, there's so many people in this room, and they were all trying to talk. And I was just like, I'm gonna go do this interview and talk to this dude that likes my music, and it's gonna be a way easier thing. But I'm also way better with like a one-on-one conversation. Like I'm really bad when it comes to like a
Yeah, just like
crowd,
yeah,
unless it's performing. Performing is like a separate thing where I'm able just to like talk to however many people.
yeah,
But
yeah.
sometimes like my calmness and quietness like really bothers people, and they've told me that, and I'm like,
Mm.
I mean, okay,
I'm just here.
I'm
I'm
just
just
here,
a
man. I'm
human.
chilling. I'm just hanging.
I don't
I'm not
have shit to
mad. I'm not
say.
tired. I'm just exactly. I got nothing to say. So why am I gonna say something? It's
And it's
crazy.
yeah. And it's like people just try so hard to like fill gaps with
Oh,
words. And I'm just
yep.
like,
Just empty words, man. It's like I
no,
don't know.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Um, that shit is crazy, bro. I seen you went to Italy for a wedding.
Yes, I did. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like can you talk about that a little bit? Like, one, how was it performing for just a different audience, I guess, but how like did you notice any like cultural differences from the States?
Ooh. I would say the biggest cultural difference is like they close. Especially, so we were in Como, Italy, which is kind of this like really beautiful small fishing town. Um, and what those gigs are is basically it's like wedding band stuff. So like that's what I kind of do on the side is like I work with this luxury wedding band and we go all over the place. But in Italy, the biggest thing that was crazy is like they close everything at like 6 o'clock. So the gig would end at I don't know 11. And there's sometimes like there's a couple things open, but we actually got in trouble because we ordered a pizza and we wanted to eat it in this like hotel lobby. And like the lady who was like manning the desk was just like upset that we were awake eating pizza because well, apparently in Italy it's just like they sleep in and then they close up early. It's the weirdest thing. Like it was like a ghost town around 6 or 7 o'clock. Like every shop just bolted down. So I think that was like the biggest cultural difference. In terms of
Yeah,
performing, it was pretty much the same because I mean we're performing like the same kind of songs,
yeah.
so that really wasn't that different. The location was insane. It was like on Lake Como, and like we were in this like yard of like this guy's mansion. It was weird. There's a lot of gigs I have where I'm just like these people aren't real. It is this is this is a whole different way of life than what I know.
That shit is like so where else have you been other than
So with that wedding company, Italy was our probably only out of the country gig, but I mean all over the states like Colorado, California, New York, Montana. We've been pretty much every state, I feel like. But I used to work on cruise ships before that. So like I've been to the UK, I've been to the Mediterranean, I've been to Malaysia, I've been to Japan, which is my favorite place on earth. If you ever get a chance to go to Japan, I highly recommend it. At some point in your life, just take the trip.
got to?
It's
Got to.
amazing.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Japan.
Bro,
Okay.
it's I can't wait for the day I can actually like do my own show there. Because I
Yeah.
kind of have a fan base there. So I think if I did do one, I could bring people out, but it's just like the finances of that right now is like
Yeah,
impossible.
that's unbelievable. And it's just
Hey
like a
man.
long ass journey. Like,
Yeah, it was one of the longest flights I've ever been on my life.
let's take it back a little bit. Let's go back to summer of 2022.
Oh
Okay.
God. Okay.
Your song Marathon
Ah,
with Clover James is one of my favorite as far as just like theme and like message goes. I love that. But
appreciate that.
and you said set your own pace, go your own way, raise your own stakes. I promise you're okay. It's not about the win, it's about the time you take. It's not about the win, it's about the life you make.
Yes, I thought I was so
So
sick for writing that line. I was like,
and
that's the
it's
greatest thing
fire.
I've
I
ever
when I
write.
heard it, I heard it on the way to work the other day. I'm like, this is crazy, and I'm writing this down.
Thank you, bro.
Can you explain to the people a little bit like your philosophy around dealing with duration and just like the long haul as an artist?
Yeah, I mean, I think I really wrote the song because I was really at the time really getting in my head about like just the whole comparison, I guess, to like everyone else around you. Cause like I was like that. So 2022, that was my second year in Nashville. I still had no idea like what I was doing really with any part of my life at that point.
Yeah.
That was more of just like a message to me, I guess, because like I didn't feel that way when I wrote it, but I was like, I'm gonna write this, and then I think one day it'll click. And what's crazy is Clover is actually my roommate. So I've known Z. His name's Z, but like I've
Yeah.
known him for a really really long time. So it was cool because I remember I sent him the song and he sent me his verse and like I don't know like 45 minutes of me sending it in, and I was like, well, that was the easiest thing ever. And like he perfectly captured like what I wanted in that song. But no, that was just like I think I wrote that for myself really, and then people really gravitated towards it because I've had other people reach out about they really like Marathon, so it's a great one. It's a good
Yeah.
song.
It's something that I'm super passionate about. Just like just the mental health side of creativity and with
Really,
social media, just looking left and right at people like, oh, I'm not doing enough. And it's like
yeah,
none of that shit matters or exists really.
it really
It's
doesn't. But
just
it's
just
crazy how we
ideas.
it's like we all feel it, but we don't talk about it,
Mhm.
which is I think is really interesting.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a weird
It's like
like paradox.
and I feel like people do more of like it doesn't exist or just
Yeah,
just focus on than it is like acknowledging it, which is
exactly.
Post Malone
Oh, dude.
popped up at your open mic, and I seen your video of kind of like giving the in real time reaction, but like what actually was happening like in your body in that moment?
Bro, it was so weird. So the way it basically happened was we were doing sound check at this event, and I guess he was in the bar downstairs and like asked like the lady at the front like, "Yo, like who is playing right now? Like when are they playing?" And he's like, "Oh, it's this kid, Alex. He's gonna be on later." He's like, "All right, cool." And then my manager at the time comes up to me right before we're about to go on the stage. He's like, "Hey, Post Malone is gonna come watch your set," and I'm like, which in the moment I was kind of like, maybe don't tell me that right before. But it was crazy because for some reason, like because he was sitting in the very back, and I wasn't nervous. It was weird. Like I wasn't nervous at all because I mean I'm a massive Post Malone fan, but like. And then I would look over like every couple songs and he was still there. Like he didn't move. Like he stayed there for the entire set. And the set was like
Fire.
35, 40 minutes. And
Yeah.
then I got off stage, and I went over and I talked to him for a bit. And for some reason, like I didn't have like that like freak out moment. It was honestly like I don't know if it was just the way he is, like he just is really easy to talk to, and like it was just a very like not like I'm talking to a peer or whatever because I don't want to say that, but like he was just like, bro, like who the fuck are you? Like this is insane. And I think I told myself if nothing ever came from that interaction opportunity wise, like at least I know that like there's someone who is that much in this business and like that in that game, and he's just like, you're dope. And
You're
if
fire.
if
Yeah.
that doesn't give me incentive to like really do this for real, then I don't know what would. But it was great, man. He was the nicest guy ever. Um, it's weird to think about sometimes because like I'll keep looking at that photo of me and him like on my page. I'm like, oh yeah, that did happen. It was crazy. And there's been a few other things that have happened where I might be able to like meet him again, which would be cool. But
Yeah,
we shall see.
that's hard, bro. That's
Yeah,
hard.
bro.
Because I've been fucking with Post for a while. So
Yeah, he's
when I
dope,
seen
man.
that shit, I was like, damn. Like I was just wondering if you like, because in the video your voice didn't like deviate or anything. So I'm like,
That was the
I
thing,
think
bro.
it's straight.
It was like because you would think like, oh, like someone that big is coming to watch your set, like you're gonna be nervous or you're gonna be freaking out. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I took some ashwagandha before or like if I was just having a chill day, but it didn't phase me. It was really, really weird. And then like talking to him, because in my brain, I'm like, I'm talking to Post Malone right now. Like, why am I not like just having some sort of crazy react? But it was literally like how I'm talking to you. I was just like,
Yeah.
other than like I was out of breath and I was sweating. But other than that, it was crazy, man. He was the nicest guy ever. And then I met his a songwriter next to him. His name is Charlie Handsome. He's a massive songwriter, which in the moment I didn't know it was him because he's like, "Hey, what's up? My name's." I think he said Chuck, so it didn't even register it was him. And I was like, "Shit." But
Yeah.
yeah, it was after the fact. It was a surreal moment. In the moment, I was just like, "Oh, he's just a dude, super talented,
Yeah.
nice guy, but like just guy who loves
It's
music." And I was like,
just,
"That's really cool."
yeah. And I feel like honestly, that's information on your end that like
Yeah,
just like self-esteem and like just feeling whole,
yeah,
because I've met a couple and I've interviewed a couple bigger artists. It was just like it didn't feel how like maybe 2 or 3 years ago prior Damon would have like, oh shit.
yeah.
But it's just like the work that we do on ourselves.
Yeah,
Um
man.
like in those
I
moments you kind of see it.
think that's a great way of looking at it. What got you into this? I'm sorry. I'm gonna ask you a question real quick.
Nah, you good. You good. Man. Well, one, I've been in choir since I was yay high, like fourth grade,
Nice.
all the way up through my senior year in college. So
Oh, so you can sing.
a little bit. I try my
Ah,
best.
he's humble. I get it.
um, nah, but yeah, like I see life through music, rhythm, sound. So it's like everything that I look at, I'm like, oh, I know a song that says this, or this person looks like they're like this, and it's just like it's something
Hmm.
that I couldn't escape even through the matrix of sports, and how they
Mm,
just like numb people,
yeah.
um which I've had to deconstruct that a lot, but um yeah, it was just music has just always been my thing. I have videos of me like 7 years ago just like yelling and like like singing like Jasmine
Yeah, yeah.
Sullivan, that like
Oh, so
so
you can sing if you're singing Jasmine.
she's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
I sing. I sing a little bit. I can sing Jasmine.
I have an obsession with like the process
Mm,
of just creating music, and just like I was a person that like took the sheet music home and like was huge into music theory and like this
hmm.
eighth note here and this entendre here. I also like battle rap a lot.
Oh yeah.
Um
You want to talk
yeah.
about
So I'm like
lyricism?
that see, and it's
Hmm.
like I was walking around school like reciting Kendrick verses and shit, trying to explain to people like, do you know what this means? And it's just like a maniac about this shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like in order to have any success in any of this, like you have to be. You kind of have to be
To be
a bit of a psychopath. I mean, when you ask
100%.
me about like vocal stacks, I'm an absolute nut job when it comes to my vocal stacks, and I won't put the song out until the vocal stacks are right. Like I've
See?
yeah, especially with Easier Mind. Easier Mind, I went way OD on that one the more I listened to it, but I still love it.
Hell yeah. And that's the thing when I'm listening to your shit and just like kind of following it with the context of your social media, it's like it's just intention. Like there's just a
Yeah,
lot of intention in just the shit you create. It's not like fly by night, just like, oh, I'm just doing this for a name. It's like, no, he spends time on this shit. Like this means something.
means everything. And I think that's why like a lot of times with social media stuff, like it gets hard, like still trying to be consistent within the intention, if that makes sense. Like, because everyone's like, oh, you need to post, you need to post. And then I post something and I'm like, this was just why? This didn't mean anything. So like
Just because.
I'm also just I'm a quality over quantity person. I think I always will be. And people are always like, it's quantity. Like you should always just like get as many songs as you can and one will pop off. And I was like, well, or I could just like consistently put out good music. People will see the catalog over time. Cause I mean, I've been doing this since, I mean, I dropped Cherry Wine 2019. So what is that? 6 years, 7 years?
Yeah.
So I've been doing it for a while, and I'm just now about to like put out like an EP and like hopefully an album in the summer. So it's just like it
Yeah.
takes time, and I think the time is worth it. There's just I think there's just moments where like you can't like get in that headspace of like comparing yourself and like feeling you need to rush, and it's like you really don't. Like you just need to just great music. Because I also feel like there's really not that much. I mean, there is great music. Don't get me wrong, but I hear a lot of just like mid music now more than like when you can really hear someone is like putting time in. Like
Yeah.
what's her name? Sasha Keeble or like K1 or Matt Keen. Like those are the like I hear that and I'm like, that's excellence.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like musicianship, that's lyricism, that's vocal production, it's just good. It's undeniably good. And I think that's just like something I want to do is just I want to be undeniably good at what I do.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all that matters. Like, and people will tell you stories how you got to do this and that and this and that. At the end of the day, if you make fucking good music, it's like the
It'll
product
shine.
sells itself.
That's it, bro. Like it's yeah. I've had so many conversations with people who like disagree with that, and I'm just like, the music's not good enough. They're like, why isn't it working? And I was like, because the music's not good enough.
It's not, which is
The
fine.
yeah,
Like it's not easy to fix, but it's like I would rather do that than just feel like I'm on like a hamster wheel and I have to just do more and do more and do more. Just slow
exactly.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slow down, be intentional, and you'll never know like what you can make. I mean, sure thing, bro. Sure thing took me almost 8 9 months to like finish because like I knew when I had the little riff and then I knew when I had the hook I was like everything else has to be great because like the I got all the time that part was the last thing that happened in that song.
Wow.
Yeah, but when I finally like got that melody I was like, yep,
This is it.
that's
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
And that's always the thing I think with my process is like there's always that chase of like I know what I'm looking for or it's like I don't know what I'm looking for until I hear it. But then it's like the second you hear it, you're like, it's that. And
Yeah.
every time I've had that moment, those are the songs that usually do really well because
Yeah.
someone else is gonna listen to that and be like, oh yeah, that's crazy.
Exactly. And I,
Yeah,
I feel the same way. After I make something, I'm like a certain spotlight video, I'm like, yeah, this is it.
that's
This,
it.
yeah. Um, but speaking of, because you said 8 or 9 months, so and this is actually the last question I have for you.
Yeah, for sure.
The annual riff off, that shit, as somebody that grew up, because I play instruments, I play the drums, I play the piano. So just hearing that acoustic, like that shit was scratching my brain. So like how did that come about? And have you ever
Bro,
done something like that live?
no, I haven't. It's crazy. Are you talking about the thing with the two other guys in the
Yeah,
video? So
yeah.
that's my friend Brian and Brendy. And we were like trying to write something and then like it just didn't happen. They're like, let's just make like a riff off video. And then Brian did the whole like introduction thing. And like it was just funny, bro. Like we had never done anything like that. But it was a good time. That's crazy that you saw that.
She loves music just as much as I do.
Yeah,
And like she
it's
love one of
awesome.
her favorite artists is Kamari.
Oh, Kamari's. Oh my God. You want to talk about intention?
And that's what I'm saying right there. And a lot of his shit is like acoustic.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when I heard this, I'm like, she's gonna love this shit.
Yeah. It was literally just like spontaneous, like let's just do it, see what it does. And like it did kind of well. We were like, oh shit, maybe we should do this. And then we just never picked it up. But like that was so fun because like Brandy is a beast of a singer. I just got lucky because I can just riff
Yeah.
longer.
Damn, this was good. This was really
This
good.
is good, man. Like I haven't done that many of these, but like this is by far like my favorite. Like anytime you want to do this, like you just let me know. Like I'm down to do this.
I appreciate it, bro. I cause
Of course, man.
I put a lot of I love the stories. I love
Hmm.
like what got you what was the root idea of this shit? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying? Of stuff like that. And it's like I've just always kind of been like that layered consumer. So
Absolutely.
when I got the it like even me when I started this shit in 2021, I had like I wrote it down. I want to interview artists, but like the fact that I'm actually is crazy. But
Bro, you got to be careful when you write things down because a lot of the time, like it'll happen. I've like I am a strong believer in some form of like manifestation.
100%.
Like you write it down. I mean, here like you're doing it, and you're doing it well because you obviously have like a passion for it and like you're intentional about it, and those two things by themselves are gonna like make you just.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of putting, I think, the reps in, getting more interviews, and just
Mhm.
that's it, man. But like honestly, this was probably one of my favorites. It literally just
Yeah.
felt like you were just sitting right here. We were just like having a conversation, which is all I want in an interview ever.
Exactly. Exactly. I
Mhm.
appreciate that, bro. For real.
Absolutely, bro.
Damn. Hell yeah. Nashville.
Yes, sir.
I
Hey,
might have to. I might have to.
if you ever here, just let me know. You can
Say
hang.
less. My sister actually lives in Memphis, which is crazy. But
Oh, nice. That's
yeah,
about three hours from here.
yeah,
It's not too bad.
yeah. Damn. All right,
Yeah,
bet.
bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Nice chopping with you,
Nice
man.
talking with you, bro. Absolute
Absolutely.
pleasure.
Absolutely, man. Have a good one and take care of yourself, dog.
Thank you, man. You as well.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one. All I want